everyone, this is Garrett, and this is Serious Sam 2. We are about to do level 27, the Royal Sewers. No, this game came out in the time that every level needed to have a sewer level, and this game's unfortunately no exception. So we're just gonna go through.
Even the royal poo stinks. Get us out of here!
I knew it! There ain't no games without sewer levels.
And like Sam says, there ain't no games without sewer levels. There's a red blinking thing here. You need to place some TNT in this thing to go through the hole. And that's exactly what we're going to do. There's some TNT waiting for us up ahead. This level is kind of long, and it doesn't really need to be. There's one battle which is... Nah. There's actually two battles which are kind of interesting, I guess. Which are near the end. The rest of the level is mostly just walking forward. With a couple of rooms where we're going to stand still and fight stuff for a while. But for the most part, it's not going to be too scary, too exciting. Every now and then things will come falling from the sky. You can destroy these crates, but most of the crates just have junk in them, like points or enemies and stuff like that. Stuff you don't really want to see. And overall, you're probably better off not destroying any of them. But it's fine. Also, it's the return of the zombie shotgunners. They were kind of in the previous level, but the previous level is pretty easy to forget, so we're just going to ignore it. You probably want to stand somewhere over here, because otherwise the explosion is going to hurt. And now it doesn't, and that's good. The moment it explodes, a bunch of clear skeletons pop out of the woodworks, which, obviously, not the greatest. But there's not that many, so there's not really anything to be scared of right there. And from here, we can go in two directions. This direction has rockets, and we're semi-low on those. It also has some points. There's also a whole bunch of these things where there's like a little blocked hallway where you can very easily jump over the thing blocking it, but it's always just an invisible wall, and there's a lot of dead ends in this place that a lot of the time don't even have enemies. It's really odd. Also, there's minigunner dudes back again. They also sort of made an appearance in the previous level, but, you know, the previous level was kind of an odd one. As we move forward, even more minigunners, but we have a decent amount of grenades left, plus we have 47 rockets, so really there is nothing that they can do to us. And there is a free bomb. I'm gonna get that in a second. I believe there's actually something here. Oh, there's actually just a clear skeleton. I thought there was a power up there, but apparently there is not. But the moment we enter this room, it's gonna spawn some nastiness. Got a serious bomb back at least, though. But it does spawn a couple of clear skeletons, which are all going to run into this room. Sometimes they get a little bit lost outside, but it's fine because there's only like 4 of them. Like I said, there's a lot of anticlimax, I feel, in this level. And it's just unfortunate, really. This could have been a little bit more interesting if there was more to do, but as I said, there's 2 battles which are kind of interesting and everything else is just a bit tosh, so what are you gonna do? We're just gonna kill everything that moves. Pick this thing up, which closes the door behind us. Arguably, you probably don't even want to grab this armor. It's not really worth the effort of killing all these dudes over here, but you know, you gotta see all the different battles that the level has available. After a while, we actually have to move. I don't know if it's better to use the minigun here or not, but I kind of want to save as much minigun ammo for this level as possible, because the last 2 battles are kind of ammo intensive. Like, you can do the last battle entirely with a shotgun and grenades, but you'll use up just about all of your shotgun ammo. That's about how big that battle is, so I kind of want to preserve as much of my other ammo types as possible, because we're mostly getting shotgun ammo in this level as well. We're not going to get much of the other ammo types in this level, so I obviously want to try and preserve my ammo in that sense. But as we move forward, there's probably going to be a thing. It's pretty scary, and we run back, and then maybe there's another thing, maybe not. Who knows with this level? You just gotta keep walking until we reach the interesting bits. Here we're going to run back, though. This is actually also sort of an interesting battle due to the fact that it's very easy to die. It has the same issue with every other battle against these guys in that there's just a pretty large quantity of them. And they have hitscan weapons and they have shotguns. They're basically like the shotgun guys from Doom, like the old Doom games where if you get shot, sometimes you take a little bit of damage and sometimes you take like all of your health. So that's obviously something you want to avoid. And they're also slightly hidden in this little room as well. But this room has a lot of ammo for all of the things. And I want the ammo very badly. We were running pretty low on grenades at the time. And it's another instance of there being a large amount of crates, with there being a couple which contain enemies and everything else just being basically horrible. There's just a lot of empty crates in this place. And it's very unsatisfying. Unless you really like getting points, then you're probably happy with those coins, but I just don't care. I don't care about points. Points mean nothing to me. I'm pretty sure there was one of those yellow scorpions here somewhere. There she is. I was waiting for that one. But she's gone now, so we can move forward. I think, yeah, we just heard someone scream in the distance, but we're just gonna ignore that for now. Gonna grab some points. Because why not? It's lying over there in the distance. And the reason we could hear someone scream is because there is someone we need to save.
Quickly, Sam! Can't you hear the poor girl screaming? Rescue her from the alien scum!
Hello. And she bows. And then after she bows, it's gonna spawn some stuff from those two great things. I think theoretically she can actually die. If she does die, the only thing that happens is you lose out on an extra life. But I don't think she can die until the clear starts spawning. This is actually the point where I'm going to start using my minigun just for the sake of trying to keep her alive. Just for good measure, trying to be the hero and all that good stuff. It's probably good if we try to keep as many of the good NPCs alive. Though it does get pretty hectic over here with all these shotgunners at the same time as well. I kind of want to focus on the shotgunners more than trying to save her. But I think we should be okay. The shotgunners usually focus on me, so really all I have to worry about is killing the clear skeletons that are attacking her. But she's pretty far away right now, and it's troubling, to say the least. Did I save her? I'm not 100% sure. She sort of disappeared from my view a second there. There she is. We get an extra life, and she says hello. It's pretty cool. So there's some orcs on that side. They can be a little bit annoying to kill, but I do want to kill both of them. There we go. Because it opens up this door, and this door leads to rooms, and I want to see all the rooms. Obviously, that's why we're playing video games. Come on. Oh, wow. Did I actually mess this up? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't actually know that. Apparently, if you start shooting immediately, you do not get the secret trigger. Yep. Okay. Well, I got a load of quick save. It turned out I hadn't made any quick saves yet, so I just redid the entire level. But here we go. This time I'll try not to shoot at anyone immediately.
Secret gay wedding has been interrupted.
Now I'll shoot at people, because there's a couple of zombies here and I don't want them to start shooting at me. But there is a secret gay wedding with a cute little orc over here. I like their outfit. But we're gonna have to kill everyone anyway, because they're all evil and, you know, as delightful as this place may be, everyone has to die. It actually looks quite nice here. Probably the nicest looking part of the sewers. And then there's this guy who's just sort of hanging out. He doesn't mind too much. Oddly enough, this person cannot really get pushed from the front very fast. But when you push him from the back, he moves quite quickly. I don't really know what's up with that. But it also really doesn't make any difference at all. Also, he's invulnerable, which is pretty great. And also one of the few instances where there's actually a living Gnar, or Gnar as the game likes to call them. But I refuse. Anyway, that was that. I don't know what this is. It's just a stick coming out of the side, so that's fair enough. We're just gonna leave though. We're just gonna continue on with the rest of the level. Don't really have as much armor as I had the first time going through this level, but oh well. Things go wrong. She's still alive at least. I made sure to try to keep it as much as possible like the first playthrough, but it was not to be. I'm just gonna grab some ammo over here. Do I want to go to the left? I feel like there's a dead end over here with nothing there to really warrant going there. And there is. Yeah, so let's not go there. Let's just keep going forwards instead. Because dead ends are not really that exciting. That's a little bit more exciting, I would argue. I'm going to shoot some rockets in that general direction because that can get quite dicey. And some more grenades. We're actually doing pretty well on grenades again, so that's good. And I can switch back to my trusty rocket launcher again, because there's going to be a long hallway of death over here. 2 of those guys and then a lot of clear skeletons, but that's really not the main reason why I'm running back right now. There's going to be a couple of those red rocket dudes going to shoot rockets in our direction, which is why I'm standing on this side and just shooting rockets somewhere vaguely in the right direction right now, because this is kind of an awkward spot to fight those red dudes. I'm actually just focusing that one down immediately, because he's the one that's going to deal the most damage to us. The range attacks at the clears are very easy to dodge here. And a lot of the other enemies just don't even attack at all, so as long as you manage to focus down the ones that actually do something, you probably will be okay. But this is probably one of the more interesting battles due to those red guys very easily destroying you if you let them. But if they're all alone, they just die before they even have a chance to do anything. And that was scary part number 1. But after scary part number 1, we get some of our armor back, we get a lot of ammo for various guns. And in this next room, you can kind of do it entirely with the shotgun, but it's tricky to say the
Pick up
least.
the king's statue and get us out of this stinking sewer.
Who makes these puzzles?
But it's probably what we're mostly going to be doing here, due to the fact that shotgun is just very good. There's a pretty cool looking statue of the king, the one true king. Makes a healing sound when you pick it up, and the door closes behind us. And now we just gotta survive for a while. We have to kill everything in this room, and we got a serious bomb in this room, or in this level rather. And this room is not a bad place to use it, in all honesty. It's it can get very, very messy very, very quickly, and that is not something you want. And while I said this room is pretty doable with the shotgun, I forgot about this wave. I was thinking about the next couple of enemies that are actually coming up. These guys I completely forgot about for some reason. But they are some of the scarier ones. But this room is big enough for them to not really be that worrisome. As long as you can stay far away and behind stuff, you'll probably be okay. But this is the second wave. This is the wave I was talking about. This is the one you can mostly do with a shotgun. But there is going to be a lot of enemies here. And it is worthwhile to just use the minigun every now and then, especially during some of the later parts. But during the later parts, it might actually be sort of worthwhile to use the sniper rifle as well, but God, the minigun is just so good in this game. The minigun, like in older series SIME games, the sniper rifle, I don't know why, but it just seemed a little bit better. Maybe if only just because it actually killed things in one shot rather than one and slightly more. Like 1.01 shots basically, that you'll have to hit them one more time with a shotgun or a pistol, even that much, to actually kill them. And that's what makes the minigun just a little bit more viable. Because the shotgun is just a bit, or the sniper rifle rather, is just a bit awkward to use in a lot of situations, because you just end up switching weapons after each shot, and it's just messy. It's probably going to be good for long ranges, but there's really not that many places where long range attacks happen in low enough quantities that it's going to be worthwhile. But I'm sure we're going to find maybe an area with a bunch of bulls or something where it's going to end up being useful. Just watch like in the next level or something. I'm just going to go back on my words completely. But I don't know yet, because I haven't really practiced the next level at all. And I like to practice the levels before I play them for a recording session. But there you go. We're just going to keep going with this for a while, because this is working out pretty well. We could probably actually use a sniper rifle against these guys, thinking about it, because we do get them pretty close, but simultaneously, it's not like they're really doing anything. They're not really very good at attacking at all in any situation, as you can see, as long as you just keep moving. Most of the time, they won't hit you. I was going to say they won't hit you, but then, of course, immediately afterwards, they take damage, so you can't lie on the internet. That would be wrong. I'm actually just going to switch to the minigun just to get some of the ones which have been constantly on my back a little bit further away from me. And it's actually spawning a couple of different enemy types now. It's spawning the little green guys, not the big ones, so we can't just take the single shot shotgun and take care of most of them this way. Though it might be good to use the minigun again because of these guys. There's a couple that spawn, and while the while the grenades are pretty good against these guys, it can be a little bit tricky to aim for them while also aiming for these guys, so I'm just gonna do whatever. I'm just sort of winging it right now. Also, this is a problem, which makes the grenades quite useful to have later on. And if you are somehow running low on grenades, you probably want to save them for the big dudes, because the big ones do deal quite a bit more damage compared to the little ones. And this is becoming a bit of an issue here. I may have made a bit of a mess, but one grenade took care of most of them right there. I should probably go for some of the healing items, but I think I'll be okay. I think I probably won't die. I'll just make a quick beeline for that one, but it's fine. We survived, and that's what matters in the end. Even if it does end up being a little bit close in the end.
Cool. Finally, some fresh air.
And while that was a little bit close, that is the end of level 27, I believe. I think it is. It doesn't really matter too much. And that is the end of this video, so I hope you enjoyed this so far. Next time we play, we are presumably going to be doing level 28, if my numbers are correct, which is the King of Rock or something, Rock Town, Town of Rock, something along that direction. And I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.